Hi YouTube, it's Wednesday the 10th of August. Okay, now this is a message to everyone who is understandable or understands why kids are rioting and also is against the kids rioting, etc, etc. I've done other videos in reference to what my thoughts are on that, but I have an idea for people who are fed up with the government and the banking systems, and there's a way that you can help let the government know that we're sick and tired of paying for the banks and paying for the rich to get richer and etc, etc. Because a lot of people can see why the teenagers are angry. Don't get me wrong, there's a degree of sheep mentality, if you like, where they just follow each other and do whatever else. And, you know, the common law jurisdiction, you know, I'm all for. I'm not for criminal law jurisdiction, but I'm for common law jurisdiction, which is loss, hurt or pain. So that includes thieving, smashing things up and killing someone. So common law jurisdiction is what is going on. So I'm all for the police stopping common law jurisdiction. I get that, right? I understand why the kids are frustrated though, some of them. I understand that as well. Because the police are upholding another law called criminal law, which is something that's a little bit more intense to talk about, but it involves the banks and the corporations and the control and the fact that if we're not careful, we'll have martial law and curfews on our streets. And do you really want England to ever come like Nazi dictatorship or, you know, like China, communist state? So there's a few things that we can do to give the power back to the people. And they're quite simple. And if you can start them straight away, do. But if not, start them as soon as you can. If you can't do all of them, excuse the train in the background, I live near the station. If you can't do all of them, then do some of them. But these are some thoughts that I think that people should do. Okay, first of all, bypass all food supermarkets and use your local shops and some small businesses. Okay, so wherever you can, go to your butchers, go to your grocers, go to your local shops, go to your corner shops, support small businesses. If anything, that will help the economy grow anyway. And it will give power back to small businesses and people who are just trying to make a living. Okay, it might cost you a little bit more, so I understand there will be some people who've got massive families who will find that difficult, but where you can, don't buy it at the massive corporations. Little things help. Okay, secondly, don't buy your fuel from Tesco's and Sainsburys and BP. Go and find some franchise, some Indian guy or some Italian or some English man who is renting the forecourt. Give him the money. Small business. Helps the economy. If possible, do all your transactions in cash. If you have to use a credit card, you know, some people have got direct debits paid up, standing orders, etc, etc, but if you can, take cash out and spend cash, because there isn't enough cash to go around, and that will disrupt the banking. Well, it won't disrupt it, but it will make it feel a bit it's bad enough that the stocks and shares are up and down at the moment, you know. 4. Only buy takeaways from local people, not franchises. Don't go to, I don't really buy too much takeaways, but normal people do it the weekend, Go and buy it from your local people, local business, okay? Once again, helps the economy. Instead of hiring a DVD or buying the latest release or buying a second-hand shop, there are stores in town that are not massive corporations. There's also charities, which, okay, we know the money doesn't necessarily go where it goes, but they don't get as much money for it if you go and buy new, you know. It's difficult, lend videos to each other. So if you've got a copy of something, lend it to all your friends. You know, as long as you're not charging for it, there's no breach of copyright. As long as you're not got 15 people in your front room watching it, then there's not really... drink at the pub. Don't go to the local shop or buy from your local shop. Your local shop. Don't go to Tesco's for your alcohol. Go to your local shop. I don't drink, personally. So go to your local shop for if you cigarettes and alcohol and stuff like that. Or go to the pub. Support local business. I know you have to go outside for a cigarette, but just grin and bear it. It's the summer. It'll help give power back to the people. Now that's it. That's all I'm gonna say is just a few things. So bypass food supermarkets, buy local. Bypass big fuel corporations and buy from local franchise. If possible, do all your transactions with cash. only buy takeaways from local people and local businesses, and instead of hiring a DVD at the weekend, buy it secondhand or lend each other it, because there's no breach of copyright. And if you're going to insist on drinking, either go to the pub or buy from your local corner shop, not big supermarkets. That will send more of a message to the government about how peed off you are than throwing bricks through the wall and smashing private people and, you know, public people, not corporations, not the government, not the police force. You know, if they're pissed off with the police force, you'd have thought they'd have smashed up the police station or, you know, ran Parliament or something. No, let's go and smash up some corporations and some banks. Kind of get that mentality in some respects. I understand the principle of that, but not setting fire to people's houses and smashing up normal people's cars, etc., etc. I don't condemn violence, but I kind of understand why they're frustrated. But again, it's common law jurisdiction, which is law of the land, and then you've got criminal law, which is law of the sea, which is maritime law, which is a private corporation law that can be passed through the Houses of Parliament, namely parliamentary acts and statutes, which in actual fact are consensual laws. And if you look up Jordan Maxwell, actually, he knows all about common law. Just query his name in YouTube, and you'll get some reference. Or go to www.tpuc.org. That's a really good webpage to find out about all that. How not to give consent, etc., etc. Anyway, peace, love and light, and I hope you try and bypass something. Okay, bye.